In today's lesson, we are going to be subtracting fractions with like denominators and then subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So it works the same as addition, except this time we're going to be subtracting. Remember, in order to add or subtract fractions, we must have a common denominator. So the first thing I have is x minus y. That is my expression. So now I want to substitute 3/5 in for x, and then minus a negative 4/5 for the second one. So that's a negative 4/5. So we have a common denominator. Remember the rule for integers where we said we want to add the opposite. So subtracting a negative, let me highlight this here a second. So subtracting a negative is adding a positive. So add the opposite. So now that the denominators are the same, we can add these together, and 3 plus 4 is 7/5, and then convert that to a mixed number, which would be 1 and 2/5. So there's my answer. So again, it's just like adding. You have to find the common denominator and then change some things around. So 3/8 minus 3/4. They're not the same denominator, so I have to find a common denominator. This one, hopefully we can see that it is 8. 8 times 1 is 8, so 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 2 is 8, so 3 times 2 is 6. And then 3 minus 6, because the denominators are now the same, we can subtract that. So 3 minus 6, or 3/8 plus a negative 6/8 would be negative 3/8 as your final answer. 4 and 9. So 3/4 minus 8/9. And again, if you wanted to try the least common multiple method, there's nothing that goes into 4 and 9. There's nothing I can take out of it. So therefore, we just multiply 9 and 4. And our common denominator is going to be 36. 9 times 4 is 36, so 3 times 9 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36, 8 times 4 is 32. So then I have 27/36 minus 32/36. So 27/36 plus a negative 32/36. So in my little side, this is like my brain or scrap paper or something, I take 32 minus 27 because I have different quantities here, different signs. I have negative and I have positive. So the most that I can take away is 27. So that leaves me with 5 negatives left over after I take away 27 positives. So 5/36 is my final answer. All right, what is the sum of negative 3 and 5/6 plus 2/3? Again, we need to convert these to improper fractions first. So I'm going to take 3 times 6 is 18. I'm going to forget about the negative for just a second. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23/6. Then tag the negative along. Plus 2/3. Find a common denominator, which would be 6. So this stays the same because 1 times 6 is 6. And then here we multiplied by 2. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 2 and I get 4. So I have negative 23 plus 4, which means the most, it's my little scratch paper here. So the most I can take away is 4 because they're different. So I end up with 19 left over, and that's negative 19/6. And then 6 goes into negative 19 negative 3 times, which gives me 18, and then subtract 1. So negative 3 1/6 is my final answer. Juliana bought a container of licorice. She gave 2/5 of the licorice to her friend, 2/10 to her sister, and she kept the rest for herself. What fraction of licorice did she keep for herself? Write an equation to represent this situation, then solve the equation. So Juliana bought a container of licorice. She gave 2/5 of the licorice to her friend and 2/10 to her sister. She kept the rest for herself. What fraction of the licorice did she keep for herself? So basically what we want to do is set this up first. So what we can do is we know that 2/5 went to her friend plus 2/10 went to another friend plus whatever Juliana kept is equal to 1 whole. So now, because we have fractions, we can do some simplifying. So we know that 2/5 plus 2/10, and 2/10 can be simplified to 1/5. Let's add these two together first. So I simplified 2/10 to 1/5, and we get 3/5. So this portion right here is what her friends got. Well, if the container was a whole container, that's where this 1 comes into place. This was the whole container. So what we can do now is we can take 1 minus 3/5 to get what Juliana had. And what we can do is we know that 1 is the same as 5/5 minus 3/5 equals 2/5. So 2/5 was what Juliana got. So here was the equation that they asked us to set up. This was what her friends got, 2/5 plus 2/10 plus this X represented Juliana because we don't know how much she had. And then the 1 whole represented the whole container. So then I added the parts that her friends got and subtracted that from the whole container, which gave us the leftover, which was what Juliana got.